starts in industry at Harinagar Sugar Mills Limited and 28 years of academic excellence at MANIT Bhopal as a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. As a PhD holder, he specializes in production engineering, additive manufacturing, tribology and condition monitoring. His prolific research record includes 85 papers with 37 in international journals, and he has mentored numerous PhD scholars in 41 postgraduate projects. He is also a member of esteemed professional bodies including IEE, IIIE, ISTE and AMSI, and has represented MANIT internationally in the USA, UK and Indonesia. Professor Dwivedi's achievements include Best ANO certificates, the National Assessor Award from ASDC and an Academic Research Award in additive manufacturing. He holds patents like the disc-on-disc wear testing machine and dual wear tribometer. In addition to research, he has assumed significant leadership roles, head of the Center of Excellence in Smart Manufacturing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, everyone should know your specialization and your expertise. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm fine with it. So, welcome back again. And we will start. Would you like me to speak in English or you want both English and Hindi mix? Bilingual. Okay, fine. So that's fine. So we will be talking about the entire track right from the 18th century. Okay, right from the 18th century we will begin from there. लेकिन सबसे पहले ये बात है कि ये रेवोल्यूशन okay. So is it fine? Okay. ये रेवोल्यूशन की जरूरत क्या पड़ी 18th सेंचुरी में भी? क्यों था? ये इंडस्ट्री 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ये तो हम बाद में देखेंगे, लेकिन why it was needed? Why we needed? Imagine you are in the 18th century and a lot of minerals are available there. Imagine that century. So much of the minerals, उनका utilize नहीं हो पा रहा. And the technology, when we talk about the technology, there was not much technology available that time. What was available? Only handmade, the craftsmen. So that time, hardly some craftsmen were there, and it was very, very difficult to explore those minerals, the natural resources. And those natural resources actually they were almost getting waste. Second scenario, the colonization was there. Great Britain, जहाँ बोलते थे कि सूरज डूबता नहीं है कहीं. I am giving you the reasons why the industry revolution has started right from the beginning in the 18th century. जो colonization जो start हुआ, वहाँ आपको याद होगा, आपने पढ़ा भी होगा कि they were saying कि Great Britain का सूरज कभी नहीं डूबता. Okay? मतलब यहाँ अगर सूरज उनका है तो यहाँ भी राज है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अगर है तो वहाँ भी राज है, गयाना में अगर है तो वहाँ भी उनका राज है, ऐसा करके उनका पूरा था. Now the capital, they were extracting, what they were doing, they were extracting the capital only, extracting the capital to their country, to their own homeland. So wherever, everywhere they were ruling and they were extracting the capital, they were extracting the minerals. Then so capital was getting waste because their industry, they always wanted to turn this capital into the rotation, and there was some gap between the technology and the resources available there. The resources were so much, Sometimes they were extracting the resources also, sometimes they were extracting the capital as well. So everything was getting stagnated, and that stagnation actually they were bothering them. So they thought that why not to start from utilizing the resources first. See, today we will be, let me give you a little brief, that today we will be talking right from here, right from 18th century, why industrialization has started, why this revolution has started, and we will go up to 5.0, and I will give you little bit glimpses of the 6.0 also. Okay, so fasten your seat belts. I have got the practice to speak hours together, so there's nothing. Few slides you may feel that it is a duplicating, but purposely they have been kept so that to give you the reminder. Okay, so don't bother, don't think that duplicate slides are there. I have kept it purposely. So they have started the they have started the industrial like a revolution started. So this was a kind of introduction, and let's so this industrial revolution, it is started more in 18th century in Great Britain, and here they were having ample of coal. So they thought of utilizing that coal only. Coal only they started with. And in this reason, first, I'm sorry. Yeah. So first, steam engine was developed. Steam engine. Okay, and which is it was developed in UK only, and it is still kept in Birmingham City of University Museum. I've seen that that particular engine which was developed that time, and still it is kept in the museum. So that was the first step to the industry revolution. Now let us see how many steps and what has come. So we talk about the industry from homemade, they have shifted to the mechanized. A very baby step, homemade to the mechanized one, and they have developed the steam engines. Now steam engines, now listen, these revolutions, they have got the waves inside the revolution. There are the waves. Okay, so no, they did not stuck on the engine only, like a steam engine only. They started moving towards the steam turbines. And please, it's noteworthy to mention here that no doubt they were from the old revolution, but still the steam turbines are used. So don't think that if we are changing or if we are moving towards the another revolution, then the old one will be obsolete. No. Few things will be taken over, and the few important things will be taken over, like steam turbines, they are still running. Thermal power plants, they are still running. Okay, so they come, next one takes over. So I was there in waves. So in the form of the wave, so many machines also started building. They started building a lot of machines, but exactly they were working on the basis of the steam, water and coal. Okay, now now the researchers thought that there is some shortages there, because manpower was so much manpower was there, so manpower was getting little obsolete, because they have mechanized, and their craftsmen, they were not trained. So they thought the improvement has to be done in the production. Can you guess what it is? Must be drill. Vice Chancellor is getting construction somewhere. Or they are not happy with me. Okay, let's come back. So they thought, because there the batch production was going on, they thought of going towards the mass production. And they thought that only steam will not work out with us. Steam will not work out with us. So they thought of moving towards the extraction of the oil, natural gases, oil. So natural oil was digged up. It was a first time it was digged up for 59 feet or 69 feet something. So they have digged the oil and then they have moved towards the oil, natural gas and electricity. And rather than sticking on the steam only, they have moved towards all the machine. They have shifted to the electricity, oil and all. And in the same continuation, another wave came, and that wave brought the engines, internal combustion engines, because there was oil available. So internal combustion engine, and then that is how the transportation started in the industry. Otherwise there was no much mode of the transportation was there, like steam engines were only used. So transportation, and then slowly but surely the steam engine to electrical, then oil, from oil to automobiles, internal combustion engine, auto cycle was developed that time, and from auto cycle then they have developed the cars, then lot many things. And of course we will not forget about the materials. The materials also they have started working then. So materials also, like steel rods and all those things started getting. Then came then they thought, oh इसमें अभी कोई ज़रूरत और है थोड़ी सी. उनको लगा प्रोडक्शन कुछ मज़ा नहीं आ रहा, प्रोडक्शन में बहुत तगड़ा प्रोडक्शन चाहिए. So they thought, okay fine, we will go for the automation and we will implement the computers. So the computers came into the picture, and computers were integrated into the system as a wave. And from computer, when computer came, then all earlier in the second one it was the NC, then here the CNC started, then automation started, and so many things started. So IT and electronics were there. Then again they thought, people, the researchers, they thought, okay, this is not enough. We are unable to have the telecommunication also. We are unable to transmit the data properly. So another revolution came, another wave came, and revolution Industry 4. And there they have included the cloud, in cloud data, artificial intelligence, robotics, and MANIT. The robotics, what I was talking about, the robotics like a Sophia, which can talk with you, which can understand what you are talking, but it has got the limitation again. So we'll talk. So now one by one we will go in detail. Fine. And I'll try to show you some of the videos also, so it will give you the clear picture. So here, first, as we discussed, that was a brief. Here, as we discussed, hand to machine, handmade to the machine. The first one, the first mass production was carried out by machines powered by water and steam. Increased productivity enormously. बढ़ेगी, productivity बढ़ गई. Steam engines, they were developed of the steam engines by James Watt, revolutionized. And then steam engine was powered by the coal, and it was not only used in mining but also in the industry and transportation as well. Yeah, sure, please. So this is how it looks like. My God. Okay.
The first industrial revolution started when Thomas Newcomen.
So we will be seeing videos also.
He made the atmospheric steam engine that can be used to pump water for miles. The need for such an invention came when Newcomen knew about the high operating costs of using horses to pump water out of mines. The problem of the early steam engine is that it only produced a reciprocal motion, and to move something like a wheel or rotary motion was needed. So James Watt, yes, the unit of power watt was named after him. He also developed the concept of horsepower, and we'll get to that in a segment later on in the video. He believed that steam energy had an untapped potential that could be applied to countless industrial processes. He subsequently went to tinker the steam engine and made his version of a Newcomen steam engine with a separate condenser and other useful modifications. The result was a double-acting pump that was powerful and fuel efficient. It was a stepping stone which proved that steam packs a serious punch and can be used for more power-demanding applications. In the 18th century, cotton production could not keep up with demand of the textile industry. As a result, James Hargreaves spent some time considering how to improve the process and came up with spinning gin. What that meant to the textile industry back in the day, one worker was able to work 8 threads at once, compared to 1 thread per worker. Hence, the output of a single worker rose 8 times compared to the previous obtained output. In the 18th century, if one was to convert cast iron to wrought iron, they had to heat the whole piece in furnace and then beat it to perfection. Henry Gord from Lancaster was someone who loved to tinker with different processes associated with iron. He wanted a system that was cost-effective and less demanding in terms of human effort. He used a process called puddling. The process involved steering molten iron in a furnace.
So as I said, that material was also taken care that time.
This thickened iron was called puddled iron and had many properties that were not available with pig iron. The finished product was better and purer than wrought iron, and the bar shape was used immediately. The beauty of this method was that all these processes were mechanized using steam engines, and the furnaces did not require charcoal. This was one of the great advancements that shaped the first industrial revolution. Thank you for watching Endless Info. Like
Yeah.
and subscribe.
So one thing you must have noticed, that which it was not mentioned in the video. Why automobile? Why they have gone to the auto cycle and diesel cycle? Why they have gone? Because the steam engine was having the limited strokes. Mechanical people or everybody must have gone through the basic mechanical engineering or must be teaching. So limited strokes were there in a steam engine. That's why they have invented the diesel cycle, auto cycle, and then that is how the automobile came. Okay, but that was in the same era. But as a when the oil came, so that time it came. So this I don't think so. We will quickly we will go through. So 1800s steam powered engines, machines were there. Started in 1840, 18th century, that is 1760 to 1840. Handcraft to the factories. Power source was water and steam. Okay. It had the limitations also. Okay. So the limitation was the greater demand was there. The greater demand for the production machine than the supply. Supply was less and demand was more. Because just they have emerged, the machines they have emerged, so greater demand started. After all these machines had just been invented, so that's why, which meant that there were relatively fewer machine and technology to meet all the customers' demand. That was the main drawback in this particular era. Okay, steam engine reached to the limits because the number of the strokes were limited. And then machines were higher in maintenance, had insufficient energy consumption, and their processing speeds were limited. So all these were the limitations, and that is why they moved towards the Industry 4. Now Industry 4, as we have discussed, that water and steam, we have reached up to here. So it's a powering of machines shifted from steam and water to electricity. And of course I have missed, rather I have not mentioned the oil and gas here, natural gas and natural oil, just because that was in the form of the wave. So it came in the same era, but it was as a form of the wave. First came the electricity. Electricity was the first. Okay. Pardon? Anything? So it was for the higher input, the steam turbines were invented, which is still in use. Then the induction of the electricity, driving force was started signal. Then the end of the 19th century, the steam engines were replaced by the machines powered by electricity. Okay, so totally they have replaced them. ये बात अलग है कि हमारे यहाँ तो बहुत समय तक कोयले का इंजन चलता रहा, हमने भी देखा है, आप लोगों ने भी देखा होगा. तो okay, but yeah, slowly but surely they have shifted to the electrical or the fuel. So this development also introduced assembly line work. Factory floors could now produce a mass of goods in the record time. This actually helped. This electrical machines, they have not sticked up to the transportation or develop or production only. They have emerged in the assembly lines also. So assembly line, slowly but surely the assembly line also electrified totally, like a conveyor belts. If the example we will give the conveyor belts example was there. So conveyor belts started with the electricity. Now let's see.
The second industrial revolution happened.
Second revolution.
The first revolution. It was as big of a leap forward as its predecessor. Surely you cannot imagine a world without electricity, but at the time of the second revolution, this was the norm. In short, it played the most important role involving the technology we see today. Hello and welcome to another episode of Endless Info. Alexander Graham Bell began researching methods to transmit several telegraph messages over a single wire, which led to the invention of the telephone back in 1876 and went on to create Bell Telephone Company in 1877. Before electricity was introduced, many industries were powered by steam engines. 1831 is the year that scientist Faraday discovered an electric current, which soon became revolutionary. He discovered that the current was produced inside the wire coil when a magnet that was placed near the coil, of course, was moved. Discovering this electrical current was a breakthrough within the industries, and by 1832, an electrical generator had been built. Being able to have a new, improved source of energy was reassuring for not only workers' lifestyle, but the way that everyone lived their lives. The first oil corporation, which was created to develop oil found floating on water near Titusville in Pennsylvania, was the Pennsylvania Rock Oil Company of Connecticut. George H. Griswold, a New York lawyer, and James Townsend, a New Haven businessman, became interested when Dr. Benjamin Silliman of Yale University analyzed the bottom of the oil and said it would make an excellent light. Bissell and several friends purchased land near Titusville to locate the oil there. They employed an expert soil driller to supervise drilling operations, and on the 27th of August, 1859, they struck oil at a depth of 69 feet. So far as is known, this was the first time that oil was tapped at its source. Among the most influential and the foremost reaching innovations of the second revolution was the internal combustion engine. It was basically powered by gas and air. Jean-Joseph Étienne Lenoir, French engineer, built an internal combustion engine that could operate continuously. Lenoir's engine used coal gas, which was made by processing coal as fuel. 3 years later, in 1879, a German engineer, Nicholas Otto, developed another successful engine known as the Otto cycle. Some historians credited Otto as being the true inventor of the internal combustion engine. Sir Henry Bessemer invented the Bessemer process, which allowed the mass production of steel, increasing the scale and speed of production of this vital material. The availability of cheap steel allowed building larger bridges, railroads, skyscrapers, and ships. Other important steel products were steel cable, steel rod, sheet steel, which enabled large, high-pressure boilers, and high-strength steel for machinery, which enabled much more powerful engines, gears, and axles. With large amounts of steel, it became possible to build much more powerful guns, tanks, armored fighting vehicles, and naval ships. When we talk about the second industrial revolution, there are a lot of inventions in that era. Modern bicycle in 1876, pneumatic tire in 1887, the first automobile in 1886, the steam turbine in 1884, and lots more. The second industrial revolution was in many ways a continuation of the first. In many industries, there was direct continuity, but it differed from it in a number of crucial aspects. What was learned in these years prepared the way for many more industrial revolutions to come. Thank you for watching English Info.
Well, let me give the summarize. Let me summarize it. So in the first one, if we talk in terms of the material, so it was the ore iron only, up to the ore iron, and they have gone up to the pig iron maximum. But in the second, the two waves came. One wave is for the electrical, where the Ohm's law, Faraday's law, all laws came, where the magnetism and all theory came, and the machines were electrified. Then they have gone for with the electrified machines. Then the second wave, they have gone for digging the oil, another natural resource they have. So it was taken, and when the oil was available, then they have gone for the auto cycle, diesel cycle, then all. And in terms of the material, they have used all these resources they have used for moving ahead towards from ore iron to the pig iron. Already they have reached up to the pig iron, and from pig iron they have started mixing the carbon, and from then again you know the history. Then when we are mixing the carbon particles, we can develop the steel. So various different type of steels they have gone. Okay, mild steel, cast iron, all those things they have started in this particular era. Second one. Okay. So, just to revise, beginning 20th century, electricity became the primary source. Here you can write down something if you want to make a note, because this is the summary for your students. So, period around 1870 to 1940, mass production. Electricity, assembly line, it has gone to the assembly line also, and power source was used as a oil and electricity, and efficient electric machines came into the existence. You must have noticed one thing, that they are always behind making the machine more effective. I mean, the efficiency, they were trying to develop new machines. Like a stroke was less in a steam engines, they have developed the auto or the fuel engines they have developed. What they were doing, what was the idea behind in their mind, that they just wanted to make the machines more effective. Okay, more effective in order to have the more production. Somehow the idea behind was to have the maximum efficiency or improve the machine, and so all the revolutions they have come in the same way. You will find right from the beginning they have worked on the same way, same pace. Increase the efficiency of the machine, increase the efficiency of the production, enhance the production, earn more money, and then what should I say, earning more money, cut short the production cycle. Like if it takes 8 hours, let us make it in 6 hours. So all these things they were concerned. So up to fourth generation or fourth industry 4, you will find the same concept. Okay. Now differences quickly. You can take the picture also, no problem if you don't want to, because these slides it took months together for me to develop. Like बहुत ढूंढ के सब किया है. So source of water, source of power, a steam engine in one. Second one is oil and electricity. Here now concentrate on the labor. I would request you to concentrate on the labor in each segment. So here more labor force and human resources were required for most industrial processes. इधर क्या हुआ, less labor force was required and more people lost their job. Now this graph you will see like this. The moment the industrial revolution comes, it always affects to the resources, like a human, like the artisan or the engineers. It affects somehow, and this we will be discussing in every, because इतने deep में कोई नहीं पहुंचता है कि जहाँ पर हम इतनी गहरी बातें करें. तो अंतर क्या पड़ रहा है इस revolution का? इस revolution में क्या हुआ? People lost their job because machines were no more machines. They became more efficient. Machines, they were electrified. Machines, वहाँ हाथ से वो चलाने वाला स्टीम इंजन वाला तो छुट्टी हो ही गई ना उसकी. तो मतलब इस तरह से कई लोगों की छुट्टियां हुई और बहुत छुट्टी होती थी. ठीक है. सो दिस वाज द ड्रॉबैक. और लिमिटेशंस इसके क्या थे? नाउ द रिसर्चर्स क्या, ये तो हो गया जनरल सोसाइटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पिछला. नाउ फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ द रिसर्चर्स, those who are earning, those who want to earn more. So what they were thinking, they thought lack of automation is there and digitalization is there, and the lack of technology such as a semiconductor, mainframe computing, personal devices, internet. काश ये भी होता तो हमको डेटा लेके यहाँ वहाँ नहीं घूमना होता. हमको, आपको याद होगा, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल दूं, कितने लोगों ने एनसी और सीएनसी के बारे में पढ़ा है? कैन आई हैव ए क्विक लाइक रेज योर हैंड. एनसी सीएनसी मशीन्स. ग्रेट. ओके, क्वाइट अ फ्यू नंबर, क्वाइट अ गुड नंबर रादर. आपने देखा होगा कि एनसी जब स्टार्ट हुआ, उसके बाद में एनसी स्टार्ट हुआ तो कार्ड में पंचिंग करते थे प्रोग्राम को. एक ऐसा गत्ते का कार्ड लेते थे, हिंदी में बोलता हूं मैं सीधा, गत्ते का एक कार्ड लेते थे पुट्ठे का. ठीक है. उसमें छेद करते थे प्रोग्रामिंग के लिए इंजीनियर्स. वो बड़ा एक्सपर्टीज होता था वो इंजीनियर, वो उसमें छेद करता था और उस गत्ते को आप मान लो उसमें डाल देते थे मशीन में. तो मशीन यूज टू रीड दैट. तो ये चीज थी सेकंड तक. लेकिन उनको क्या लगा कि यार ये तो अगर हमें मास प्रोडक्शन करना होता है तो क्या गत्ता तो खराब हो जाता है, बार बार मशीन पड़ती है तो गत्ता खराब हो जाता है, उसका वो कार्ड खराब हो जाता है. तो फिर क्या करें? इसके लिए तो ऑटोमेशन चाहिए, डिजिटलाइजेशन चाहिए अपने को. इसके लिए समथिंग दे नीड ए काइंड ऑफ सॉर्ट ऑफ ए थिंग वेयर दे कैन राइट द कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम एंड दिस प्रोग्राम कैन बी एडिटेबल. क्योंकि वो गत्ते का कार्ड तो एक बार अगर आपको डिजाइन चेंज हुआ तो आपको फिर दूसरे में छेद करने पर दूसरे डिजाइन के हिसाब से. सो दे वांटेड टू हैव अ सॉर्ट ऑफ अ सिस्टम वेयर दे could write the program which is editable, and whenever the design is changing they can change the design, they can change the program immediately, edit it, and this particular program will serve for number of products. अगर आपको 20,000 पेन बनाने हैं तो 20,000 पेन बन जाएंगे. लेकिन अगर वो गत्ते वाला जो कार्ड सिस्टम पंचिंग कार्ड था वो आपके मुश्किल से 50 से ज्यादा नहीं बनाता था. Got it? So they found that this is the limitation in this particular era, and that is why they needed computer, they needed internet, they needed computer frame, they needed like a mainframing computer, they needed the personal devices. All these limitations were there in this one. So they thought, okay fine, we will go ahead and we will move towards the industry 3. अच्छा, आप लोगों में से किसी को बोर लगे तो आप जाके पानी वानी पियाओ आराम से, मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. और मुझे भी पीना होगा तो आप लोग मतलब ऐसा फॉर्मल मत रहना. इट्स जस्ट डिस्कशन वी आर हैविंग. अगर आपको लगे कि पानी पीने जाना है, नींद भी आ सकती है आपको, तो मैं एक दो जब देखूंगा कोई सोने लगा तो एक आध कहानी सुनाऊंगा बीच में अच्छी. ठीक है. सो आई कीप यू बिजी फॉर अनदर कितना 2-3 घंटे चलेगा ना? ओके, तो फिर देन आई हैव टू मेक इट फास्ट. ओके देन वी विल गो लिटिल फास्ट. लेकिन अच्छे से कर लेने दो, मज़ा आ रहा है मेरे को. सच ए लवली ऑडियंस रियली. Okay, fine. So the industry 3 is the birth of electronic devices, computers, and use of internet and information technology here. So we have reached up to the we were on the oil, electrical and all, and we have reached to the computer and cloud computing. We'll talk regarding this and what are the shortcomings are there, I will let you know. But before that, we will go for the industry 3, what it consists of and when it came into the existence. So in 1941 the computer came into the industry. They stepped into the industry, and the focus was on automation through electrical engineering and information technology. You must be remembering that was the era where the information technology also came on the boom, and information technology was like in a boom. Then this analytical engine, computer programmable, individually programmable computer with its analytical engine, it has been developed in around 1941 or something. Okay, so the computer was program control, freely programmable and fully automatic. CNC की प्रॉब्लम खत्म हो गई, वो डेटा कार्ड जो हम लोग डाल रहे थे, वो जो गत्ते का वो डाल रहे थे, वो खत्म. ठीक है ना? Now we started moving this one. So that was also in this era. The rapid development began because the development cycle became shorter and shorter, and age of the industry 3.0 began. Now, as I told you, if you remember, that what we were emphasizing, or what we are emphasizing in all the revolutions, one thing you have to remember, that enhancing the efficiency of the machine, number one. Number two, cutting short the production cycle. So here what they did, they started reducing the production cycle. You can read because the development cycle became shorter and shorter. So they have gone for the mass production. From the batch production, they have moved towards the mass production. Now, batch production, you know already that थोड़ी सी चीजें बनेगी. Mass production, like in a lakhs or so many in a group technology and all those things came into the picture. This was the most exciting era, because the maximum things came in this particular revolution. The maximum thing. The CNC came. After the CNC, when they wanted to have little more enhancement, the flexible manufacturing system came. Then from flexible manufacturing system, the flexible workstations came into the existence. From workstation, they have reached toward the computer integrated manufacturing system, SIM, which is called as a SIM. So computer integrated manufacturing system, there it has started. So all those things have started in this one, and I'm talking about the production only, the manufacturing only. If we talk about the material also, they have refined the material and they have stepped up towards the smart material. Do you know smart material? I was just checking one of the smart material they have developed recently. Just a quick story. So one smart material they have developed. Should I show you the test file? Okay, it will take time. I'll just explain like this. I got the video of the test file. This smart material has been developed for the airspace. Okay, space and satellite. And if you put it in the fire, it will catch the fire and automatically it will extinguish the fire also. So such type of smart materials are coming. And nowadays the smart materials like कौन सा वो आता है ना प्लो, कौन सा स्मार्ट फोम और समथिंग वो आता है ना एक है, हाँ मैट्रेस आने लगे, पिलो आने लगे, तो स्मार्ट मटेरियल वो सब अब तो यूज होने लगा. सो वी हैव रीच्ड अप टू दैट काइंड ऑफ दिस एट दिस टाइम वी हैव रीच्ड अप टू this level where the fire, if the fire it is exposed to the fire, it will automatically extinguish by itself. So all these things came. So digitally, we will be concentrating on this one. Automation through computers, period around 1940 to 2010. This was the period. And digitalization and automation. Computer, semiconductor, mainframe computing, personal devices, internet, robotics. So we have reached up to the robotics, and in the second wave we have gone for the flexible manufacturing system, computer integrated manufacturing system, and so on. Group technology and all those lean manufacturing, वो सब जितना भी था वो सब इसमें आने लगा था, वो आ गया. हाँ, मैं ऐसे मजा आ रहा है मेरे को. कर लेता हूँ, मैं ट्राई करता हूँ. अच्छा हुई थी वैसे. ओके, सो थर्ड एरा. Here the self-control, the specializations of the third era. Self-control was there, means machines were doing their self-control. Okay, then personalization was done. Then platform as a service, then crowdsourcing, predictive maintenance also. This another stream came up. Maintenance. And the predictive maintenance brought together predictive maintenance. It brought together like a condition monitoring, online condition monitoring, offline condition monitoring. They were able to check the health of the machine. So machine monitoring was done. So all these things came in this one. Then sharing means sharing data. Okay, then zero marginal product cost, smart products, all these things came in this particular era. Now again we will go for the comparison, quick comparison. Mechanical machines and aids were mainly used in large scale production in industry 2. Here the automated systems are used in a mass production. Okay, these systems have the ability to carry out complicated human tasks also. Okay, so here they were going for large scale, like a batch, bigger batch. Here they have gone for the mass production. And the user electricity, it was the electricity, the introduction of the computer and automation were the landmark. Now you tell me, now you will have to tell me that what was the state of the human, whether it is reduced or increased. Right, reduced. But I would say rather it is not exactly reduced. The people were required, but the skilled people were required. Means from artisan it has moved one step ahead, and they have moved to the skilled people, which we will be talking continuously up to the last. So skill was required. Means computer programming was required. If the CNC one is running for the CNC, the engineer was required, a skilled engineer, to write a program. If suppose group technology, the specialized group technology engineer was required. For the lean manufacturing, a specialized engineer was required. So the production has made the stream in this era. And slowly but surely, the more branches opened up. So I'll not say that this revolution is bad always. It has opened the gates for the more skilled engineers, specialized engineers. So this is how it has gone. Okay, so देखा नहीं होती. It's okay. हाँ चलिए मैं इस पे था. Okay, limitations. Partial automation, they found that is still partial है भाई. अभी मजा नहीं आ रहा पूरी तरीके से. Partial है अभी, तो इसमें और हम लोग कर सकते हैं, मशीन को और efficient बना सकते हैं इसमें, और हमें करना चाहिए. Lack of cutting edge technology was there. So lack of cutting edge technology means the new emerging technologies were not involved, and such as IoT, okay, AI, big data, cloud computing, virtual reality, augmented reality, whatever. Now we will be talking about augmented reality later on. And 3D printing. So all these things were lagging behind, and in this particular scenario, in this industrial scenario, it was not available. So that is why people thought that they will move towards the इंडस्ट्री 4. इसने इंडस्ट्री 4 को जन्म दिया. ठीक है. Now the industry 4, it says from cloud computing and cognitive computing to cloud computing and all IoT and physical cyber security, physical IoT, all those things came. So robot become common, and so did the development of the many technologies. जितनी टेक्नोलॉजी जो अब तक डेवलप हुई थी वो सब अब कॉमन हो गया बहुत. ठीक है. इसके आने तक फोर्थ में आने में इसी समय ये सोफिया वगैरह ये सारे जो आए ना, ये सब सोफिया है, इरा है, गाड़ियों में आने लगे. जैसा मैं बता रहा था इंट्रोडक्शन के टाइम में, मेरे व्हीकल में इरा है, खूब बातें करती है रास्ते में, और 2 घंटे तक अगर चला दिया तो बोलती है यू मस्ट बी टायर्ड, यू बेटर यू टेक लिटिल रेस्ट. सो इट मस्ट बी इन योर कार ऑल्सो. सम मेरा नहीं तो कुछ और नाम से होगी वो. मैं तो सोचता हूँ कि इसका नाम क्यों नहीं चेंज होता, एरा से पल्लवी कर लो. अजीब सा लगता है एरा. बट एनीवे, सो आई थिंक लास्ट पीपल आर स्लीपिंग, एंड इफ यू आर नॉट स्लीपिंग देन कंसंट्रेट टू मी. तो मतलब इस तरह की ये सारी चीजें इसमें आ गई, फोर्थ में आ गई. ओके फाइन. Now we will move to the industry 4, what it has, what it offers. The boom has started in 1990 of the industry 4. This revolutionized shit, the way we connected the exchanged information. So here actually what happened, the boundaries were merged. Mainly what happened, the physical and the virtual boundaries were merged. Because earlier we were having the physical boundaries differently and we were having the virtual boundaries differently. So they have merged in this one. So that is how the virtual reality came. Virtual reality and the augmented reality. ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी किसको बोलते हैं? कुछ एनीबडी कोई प्रकाश डालेगा? ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी ऐसी होती है, और वर्चुअल रियलिटी कैसा होता है मैं बताऊं आपको. मुझे अपने कुछ लोगों को वेल्डिंग में ट्राई करवाना है, वेल्डिंग में उनको सिखाना है. कुछ बंदों को अपने स्टूडेंट्स को प्रैक्टिकल करवाना है वेल्डिंग का. तो मैं वर्चुअल रियलिटी का सिमुलेशन करूंगा. जैसे एयरक्राफ्ट का पायलट्स क्या होता है, दे डू द सिमुलेशन. So everything is there, all the meters are there, jockey stick is there, and everything is there. So the entire environment will be there, even the sound will also be there, like jet is starting, sound is there. So that is the virtual reality. Now if we go for the augmented reality, because virtual reality has a limit, virtual limit. Physically when हम जब गाड़ी सिखाते हैं किसी को तो कैसे सिखाते हैं, सीधे बैठालते हैं और गाड़ी में बैठालते हैं, डालो गियर चलो, है ना. तो दैट इज द फिजिकल. तो फिजिकल की भी अपनी लिमिट है. बट इन AR ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी द बोथ कंबाइंड टुगेदर. Means you will be having the simulation also, but that simulation will be coming when you are moving the things practically, physically. So that is the, pardon, anything? Okay. नहीं, मुझे भी कुछ अगर बताइए अगर कुछ तो. If anything is new, then you just I would love to learn. So this is how the augmented reality came. And that is why I say that the limits of virtual and physical reality mixed together in this one. Fourth industry, the cyber physical system also came. And cyber physical system have further blurred their boundaries, resulting in a numerous rapid technologies disrupting in the industry. ये क्यों करना पड़ा हमको और क्यों इसकी जरूरत क्या पड़ी, इसके बारे में भी अपन लोग छोटे थोड़ा सा बात करेंगे. सो फोर्थ रेवोल्यूशन आपने देखा होगा 2010 में 2010 के बाद में कुछ मोबाइल और ये वो सारी चीज़ें आई. हालांकि 94 से हो गया था शुरू, 94 से हो गया था, लेकिन वो इतने बड़े बड़े मोबाइल आते थे तो 2010 के बाद में ये सारी चीज़ें हुई. बहुत अच्छी तरीके से शुरू हुई. एंड इंटीग्रेटेड स्मार्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज इनटू द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड इंडस्ट्री एंड इट क्रिएटेड interconnected automated system that can itself monitor and optimize. ये अपने आप काम करने वाली चीजें बना दी. मतलब मशीन अपने आप प्रोग्राम लेगी, वो उसको देगी. AGVs आ गए इसमें, ऑटोमेटेड गाइडेड व्हीकल्स आ गए, वो अपने आप सामान लेंगे, रोबोट उस पर रख देगा, वो अपने पट्टे पे चले जाएंगे, सीधे जहाँ जाना है डंप कर देंगे. पैकेजिंग इंडस्ट्रीज में काम होने लगा. सो ऑल दीज ऑटोमेटिक. लाइक आपने देखा होगा, अगर कोई आपने व्हीकल की शॉप अगर आपने देखी वो देखा होगा, प्रोडक्शन लाइन किसी टाटा की, मारुति वगैरह की, तो आपने देखा होगा एक तरफ से, या आयशर वगैरह में गए हों कभी, तो एक तरफ से बनना चालू होता है और वो पूरा बनता चला जाता है. सो ऑल दीज इंटेलिजेंट मशीन्स, सो द मशीन्स बिकेम इंटेलिजेंट हियर. ओके, एंड they started controlling themselves. So main technologies, core technologies which emerged: automation, IoT, artificial intelligence, cyber physical systems, cloud and edge computing. I will not go much into it because the names are enough, because we are running shortage of time and I have to complete everything what I want. So efficiency and productivity, the focus areas were efficiency and productivity again. Efficiency of the machine, productivity by cutting short the production time. Then smart manufacturing came. Smart manufacturing में जो everything has started. Like it was a mixture. IoT was also there, and all computing, data, cloud, and data was there. So definitely it enhanced the manufacturing and display, mass customization, then predictive maintenance, cost optimization. All these things came. अब आपको एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग सी बात बताऊंगा मैं. This is how this was the. आप यहाँ देख रहे हैं आदमी की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना. आदमी की जरूरत नहीं थी इसमें कहाँ जरूरत है. वो ऑटोमेटिकली मशीन इतनी इंटेलिजेंट हो गई कि उसने कहा भाई साहब नमस्ते, है ना, आप मतलब हो गया अपना, अपन तो करते रहेंगे, आप जाओ. एंड दे वर स्मार्ट इनफ. स्मार्ट फैक्ट्रीज जो आ गई वो they were smart enough to run by their own. They started taking data, फिर वहाँ से वो है repetitive हो गया. But there were the slackness also. At the time of the COVID, we have seen the deficiency in the supply chain. We have seen deficiency. आपने कभी ये सोचा है कि अमेजन में अगर अपन लोग जो चेकआउट करते हैं, अमेजन में, या बोथ ऑफ यू, सो अमेजन में जब चेकआउट करते हैं हम लोग, तो वो हमारे पास में सामान इतना सटीक सामान, और मतलब मैंने अगर काजू का पैकेट मंगाया तो वो मुझे पूमा की चप्पल नहीं भेजेगा, है ना, तो नहीं भेजता कभी. बहुत मतलब हार्डली 0.001%. कैसे होता है ये, कैसे होता है, कभी सोचा है? That is also the example of smart supply chain management. हम लोग रोज करते हैं ये सब, लेकिन ऐसे हजारों एग्जाम्पल्स हैं. I can give you thousands of examples like this.
अभी इंस्टा और आ गया है.
हाँ,
स्विगी पर
हाँ,
इंस्टा और आ गया है.
हाँ,
आप इमीडिएटली ऑर्डर करिए,
हाँ,
एंड विद इन 5 मिनट्स घर में डिलीवरी.
या वो एक और, एग्जैक्टली, यू आर वेरी राइट सर. एक और है ब्लिंकिट, है ना, ब्लिंकिट है, वो 10 मिनट में दे जाता है. कहाँ से लाता है भाई? तो कैसे करता है भाई मैंने तो, और बिल्कुल एक्यूरेट सामान निकलता है लिफाफे में लेके खड़ा 10 मिनट बाद। तो वो ये सप्लाई चेन, ये स्मार्ट सप्लाई चेन है। एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द, आप लोग कभी अच्छे इंटरेस्ट आएगा, आपको मजा आएगा, फुर्सत में आप YouTube में डालिएगा अमेजन का वो कैसे वो सप्लाई कैसे करता है, उसका पूरा सप्लाई चेन दिया है। एंड दैट इज द इंडस्ट्री 5, इट्स नॉट इंडस्ट्री 4, दैट इज इंडस्ट्री 5। कभी आप आज ही देखिएगा उसको, वो एक्यूरेट एग्जाम्पल इंडस्ट्री 5 का। Okay, so here you can see nothing. तो ह्यूमन की बात करें तो इसमें क्या हुआ, फिर से आदमी फिर से कम पड़ गए। ओके, आदमी निकल गए, और इस बार इन्होंने कह दिया कि हमें स्किल्ड भी नहीं चाहिए। अभी तक तो स्किल्ड तक था कि भाई हमें स्किल्ड दे दो, 2 में और 3 में तो था कि स्किल्ड चाहिए हमें। तो आदमियों की खपत हो रही थी, मैन पावर की खपत हो रही थी। इनका हो गया अपना काम, हम वहाँ से डेटा ले रहे क्लाउड से, यहाँ बना रहे, उधर ले जा रहे, ट्रक में भी लाद रहे, बाकी आप देखो जहाँ क्या करना है, हम तो पटकते जा रहे गोडाउन में। तो ये हालत हो गई यहाँ पर। इतने स्मार्ट हो गए ये रोबोट और ये सारे मिलके, इतने स्मार्ट हो गए कि ये अपने मन की करने लगे। ठीक है ना। अब
Not only do we increasingly use it, and we rely on it in our personal lives, we also find our workplaces digitally evolving, with more and more processes now being undertaken using technology. This change is known as the fourth industrial revolution.
हटा दिया उसने।
Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 will see many tasks that were once performed by us now being automated. With the collection and analysis of real-time data, artificial intelligence, and the ability for all components of production line to talk to each other, production can be more efficient and personalized according to customer needs. What does this mean for us? With increased automation, our time will be freed up for concentrating on more complex tasks. But we need a workforce who are capable of building, programming, and developing these technologies, but also making sure we're applying them to our lives in an ethical way. There are core skills that we can offer that technology cannot replace. The human touch is going to be incredibly important, ensuring effective communication, problem solving, and supporting change management in this digital environment.
See, it was taking a wrong decision.
Creating new innovations. The future job market will be looking for graduates with an open mind to explore the unknown future possibilities. We will need to develop our skills in order to embrace, adapt to this ever-changing environment. To make sure we're ready and have the right skills to thrive in the fourth industrial revolution.
इस इंडस्ट्री में, इस वाले रेवोल्यूशन में एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ हुई जो मैं आपको अभी आगे आएगा, लेकिन मैं अभी बताने का मन हो रहा है मेरा। कुछ लोग सो भी रहे हैं तो मैं उसको एक कहानी से रेप्लिका करूँगा, उसको स्टोरी से। तो एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ हुई जिसको बोलते हैं कस्टमाइजेशन। आपके वीसी सर ने एक बुक भी इसे इनकी आई है कस्टमाइजेशन पे, कस्टमाइजेशन पेशेंट स्पेसिफिक इम्प्लांट्स, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ पेशेंट स्पेसिफिक इम्प्लांट, सर की एक बुक है। तो मास प्रोडक्शन होता क्या है? मास प्रोडक्शन, आई वॉज इन एयरफोर्स, छोटी सी स्टोरी बताऊंगा। तो आई वॉज इन एयरफोर्स और हम लोगों का पासिंग आउट परेड होना था। तो बहुत लेफ्ट राइट ये वो पासिंग आउट परेड होता था। तो बाद में पासिंग आउट परेड में सेरेमोनियल ड्रेस होती है, सेरेमोनियल ड्रेस पहननी होती है हम लोगों को। तो वो टेलर को बुलाया गया और टेलर को हम लोगों को सबका नाप ले रहा था, पैंट वैंट का नाप ले रहा था। तो पैंट का नाप ले रहा था तो वहाँ से कमांडिंग ऑफिसर आ गया, जो चीफ इंस्ट्रक्टर था हमारा कमांडिंग ऑफिसर। मैंने कहा क्या कर रहा है ये? बोले सर नाप ले रहे हैं पीओपी के लिए, पासिंग आउट परेड के लिए। बोलते क्या नाप रहे हो सर? कमर वगैरह नाप रहे हैं? छोड़ो, इनका सबको 34 की सिल दो और इनको सबको 34 में फिट करो। 34 साइज की पैंट सिलो सबकी, और सबको 34 के पैंट में फिट करो इनको, आदमियों को, इतनी मेहनत कराओ। सो दिस इज अ मास प्रोडक्शन। ओके, मास प्रोडक्शन, कोई मतलब नहीं है किसके कितना साइज है, क्या है, कुछ नहीं है मतलब। मास प्रोडक्शन आपने बना दिया, आपके काम का है नहीं है ठेंगे से, मुझे कोई मतलब नहीं है। मास प्रोडक्शन है, उन्हें बनाओ, सबकी 34 की एक ही साइज लो और इनको इतनी मेहनत कराओ, इतना दौड़ाओ कि इनकी सबकी कमर 34 में हो जाए और ये सब फिट हो जाए इस पैंट में, वो पासिंग आउट परेड तक। So this is known as a mass production, where you don't concentrate, or you don't have to bother about it, that what you are producing and whether it is needed by the society or not, whether it is required or not, whether are you preparing it in excess. So that is how, in this particular scenario, it came the customization. किसको क्या चाहिए? मास प्रोडक्शन में ये नहीं पता चलता कि पब्लिक को जरूरत है कि नहीं है। आप सोचिए, मेरी कमर का साइज 35 है, एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, 35 साइज है मेरा। अब साहब मैं जीन्स लेने जाता हूँ और जीन्स में मॉल में चले गए तो उसने कहा हाँ कितना नापा नुपा, 35। वो भी थोड़ी देर ऐसे सर्क हो जाता है, क्या करूँ मैं इसका 35 का, वो जीन्स तो आती 32, 34, 36, क्या करूँ इसका, तो वो एक 34 की थमा देता है। सर पहन के देखा वो अंदर, है ना। मैं जाता हूँ वहाँ तो वो पता चला सांस रोक के निकल ले। मैं यार ये ऐसा नहीं है, तो वो अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, आप दूसरी ले जाओ, 36 थमा दी उसने। ओके, व्हाट अबाउट माई साइज बाबा, 35, वो तो तुम बना ही नहीं रहे हो, मास प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हो तुम तो फिर 36 के पहन के आ गए, फिर उसमें 2 उंगली का गैप है और बेल्ट में और एक्स्ट्रा छेद करवाते घूम रहे। हाँ, ये कोई बात है? सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ए कस्टमाइजेशन। अब एक नी बहुत छोटी सी, इसके बाद में हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे। जस्ट टू रिफ्रेश योर सेल्फ, मैं सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ एग्जांपल ऐसी दे रहा हूँ। जो नी रिप्लेसमेंट होता है, मैं मेडिकल, मेरा बेस्ट फील्ड है, मतलब बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फील्ड है मेडिकल में। आपने सुना होगा नी रिप्लेसमेंट करते हैं, तो नी रिप्लेसमेंट क्या, मेरा जो नी है वो जितना बड़ा नी होगा वो बॉडी मास वेट के हिसाब से होगा, हाइट होगी, वेट होगा, मास होगा, मेरा का और सर का अलग होगा, इनका सर का अलग होगा, उनका अलग होगा, सबके अलग होंगे नहीं, लेकिन आप बनते 3 साइज में, अभी भी 3 ही साइज में बनते। इसलिए आपने देखा होगा कि कोई तो नी रिप्लेसमेंट के बाद में क्या कहता है, अरे मर गए यार, कहाँ से बवाल ले लिया, हम तो ठीक ही नहीं हुए, इससे तो पहले ही अच्छे थे, घिसट के चलना पड़ रहा। और कोई कहता है यार बड़ा फर्स्ट क्लास आ गया, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। तो हार्डली 3-4 साइजेस, okay, still it is there, I am telling you, and that's what he has written in the book, the same cheese. He has mentioned in the same thing he has mentioned, the examples, and the doctors also written their chapter. So आप इनको बताइएगा सर वो बुक का, शॉन सर, मैंने कहा बताइएगा इन लोगों को बुक का, हाँ सर्कुलेट होगी। तो ये चीजें जो है, ये कस्टमाइजेशन आया इस रेवोल्यूशन में। आपको क्या चाहिए? मेरे दांत बहुत टेढ़े हैं अगर, और मेरे दांत में ये कोई सा भी टूथब्रश नहीं आता, तो मुझे ऐसा टूथब्रश चाहिए जो मेरे मसूड़े नहीं छील दे। जो आ रहे टूथब्रश वो मसूड़ा छील लेता है मेरा। मान लीजिए मेरा जबड़ा है, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम है, हेमीफेशियल माइक्रोसोमिया है मान लीजिए, तो मेरा जबड़ा थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा है, अब वो मैं करता हूँ उसको तो वो छील लेता है मसूड़ा, अगर तो क्या होगा? तो फिर दूसरा एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ, तो दूसरा चाहिए, कस्टमाइज चाहिए। सो दिस इज हाउ द technology emerged in this particular era, and the emerging technologies were like they have started taking the CT scan, and from CT scan to the DICOM file, from DICOM file they have developed the design, and from design they have gone for the additive manufacturing. आपको जो चाहिए वो दे देंगे. Okay, I think these examples are okay. Although, so quickly we will see क्या क्या आया इसमें बहुत जल्दी से. तो 21st century, Industry 4, Internet of Things, okay, then automation, smart system, then IoT, AI, big data, cloud computing, VR, 3D printing. All these things came. I think we have discussed everything. So these are the glimpses only. And then they started thinking of the sustainability also. The sustainability, but they could not succeed in this particular era. They have thought that sustainability होना चाहिए, but they could not. Then additive manufacturing, robotics, artificial intelligence, advanced materials, augmented reality, all these things came. So quickly we will go. And these things you must have not seen in around 2005 or 2006. So this service sector also started. Amazon Kindle, then 4G, Uber, Airbnb, Android, all these things started in this particular era only. Industrial. So this is known as the biggest revolution which has come. So waves, quickly we can see, these are the waves as I discussed. First wave, 2009 to 16, digitalization, then advanced analytic, and then cloud computing, augmented reality, robotics, 3D printing. The second wave came here, so it was artificial intelligence, autonomous system, blockchain, smart automation, 6G also. You must be remembering quantum technology, cyber security, of course it was matured here, it came earlier. Then neural technology, nanotechnology, bioinformatics, and so many advanced technologies they came. Advanced materials also came. So I will not go into it, I'll skip all these things. These are the main 9 technologies. Again, I think this is repeated, I guess, or yeah, I will quickly move from here. They tried for sustainable industries, but they could not do, they could not succeed. कभी आप एक वीडियो देखिएगा चाइना का सस्टेनेबल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कहते किसको है? Sustainable manufacturing where you start producing something and from the waste again you utilize the waste, so the minimum or zero waste is there, just to enable to have the kind of technology or kind of industry where the waste is minimum and environment is safe. कभी आप चाइना में एक वीडियो देखिएगा, चाइना बैटरीज का क्या करता है, हम क्या करते हैं बैटरीज का. मैंने नया मोबाइल लिया और नया मोबाइल खरीदा और उसके बाद में पुराना वाला डेटा चेंज किया और अलमारी में रख दिया, कभी काम आएगा, और वो 20 साल तक काम नहीं आया. मैं जंक रखे हूँ, ई वेस्ट रखे हूँ. कार की बैटरी का क्या हो रहा है, और ये जो सेल की बैटरीज का क्या हो रहा है. तो ये चाइना का और हांगकांग का आप देखिएगा एक पूरा उन्होंने इकोसिस्टम बनाया है. एंटायर इकोसिस्टम इज देयर विच इज सस्टेनेबल. बैटरी से फिर कैसे वो बैटरी बनाते हैं, उसमें से किस तरह से प्रेस करके उसमें से मटेरियल निकालते हैं, उसको गला के फिर और क्या करते हैं, तो वो बड़ा अच्छा वीडियो है. सो दिस वाज द इग्नोरेंट, इट कुड नॉट सक्सीड हियर. Finally came the devil. So industry 5. So this is the future or now, or we are in the transition phase. बहुत मुश्किल है कहना, क्योंकि ये हम लोग waves आ रही हैं, इसकी कंटिन्यूअस वेव्स आ रही हैं इंडस्ट्री 5 की. कभी नया रोबोट आ जाते हैं, कभी ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी में कुछ चेंजेस आ रहे हैं, तो लेकिन ये चालू है और ये चल ही रहा है. सो ह्यूमन मीट्स रोबोट अगेन मूविंग टुवर्ड्स मोर एफिशिएंटली एंड पर्सनलाइजेशन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. पर्सनलाइजेशन आई हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑलरेडी. सो ह्यूमन मीट रोबोट अगेन. अभी तक क्या हो रहा था, 4th तक उसने धक्का मार दिया था कि स्किल्ड भी नहीं चाहिए, चलो निकलो, हम तो अपने आप काम करेंगे. बट हियर व्हाट हैपेंड, the ethical AI they were using there, but ethical AI आपने वीडियो में देखा होगा, पुरानी वीडियो में उसने कुछ ऐसा इमेज बताया और उसने मछली दे दी, जबकि उसको चाहिए कुछ और था। लास्ट वीडियो में देखा ना, ऐसे क्या कर रहा है कि जो AI है वो हमेशा सही नहीं दे रहा है आंसर, सही आंसर नहीं दे रहा है। आप एक एग्जाम्पल लीजिएगा, चैट जीपीटी में आप डालिए, एक कोई क्वेश्चन डालिए और उस क्वेश्चन को बोलिए सॉल्व करो, न्यूमेरिकल डाल दीजिए, या आप कुछ कोई भी एक चीज़ डाल दीजिए कि मेरे लिए एक एप्लीकेशन लिख दो, फिर उसके बाद में दोबारा आप फिर डाल दीजिए दूसरा विंडो खोल के, फिर तीसरे में फिर आप डाल दीजिए, आप देखिए तीनों चारों अलग अलग होंगे, ठीक है ना। तो काय का AI भाई, AI तो मतलब ऐसा है ना, AI ऐसा होना चाहिए कि मैं भाई से अगर गुस्सा हूँ तो मैं हमेशा गुस्सा ही हूँ, मेरी आंखें ही निकलेगी इनको देख के, इनसे खुश हूँ तो मैं मुस्कुराऊंगा ही इन्हें देख के, ऐसा होना चाहिए ना। ये थोड़ी अगली विंडो में गए तो हम मुस्कुराने गले लग गए, इस दूसरी विंडो में गए तो जाके गुस्सा हो गए, तो ये क्या है AI है। तो ethical AI is important. And the robots which are coming in Industry 5, the robots are kind of the robots which can have the emotional intelligence also. Mind these words. Emotional intelligence. अगर आप रो रहे हैं तो वो भी उदास होगा। ये तो मैं एक एग्जांपल्स दे रहा हूं आपको। Similarly, if the machine is not, मैंने फिर बोलूंगा एक बार, मशीन क्या करती है, रिपीटिव करती है उसको जैसा। AI क्या करता है, वी टीच। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को क्या करते हैं, मशीन लर्निंग को क्या करते हैं, वी टीच देम, एंड जितना सिखाया उतना ही करेगा, उसके बाद में वो अपने आप सीखना चालू कर देगा। चैट जीपीटी क्या कर रहा है, आप उसमें कर रहे हैं, वो अपने आप सीख रहा है। क्या सीख रहा है भगवान जाने, वो अपने आप क्या सीख रहा है। मतलब कोई ऐसा एकलव्य तो है नहीं यार कि मतलब अपने हाथ से धनुर्धर बन जाएगा, तो वो अपने आप सीख रहा है। क्या सीख रहा है नहीं पता। ह्यूमन का क्या है, ह्यूमन के पास में क्या है, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, स्ट्रेटेजिक थिंकिंग, ही कैन टेक द डिसीजन मेकिंग। सो डिसीजन मेकिंग जो ह्यूमन लेगा उसके लिए इसको मशीन को अब जरूरत पड़ने लगी, बिकॉज वी हैव सीन एट द टाइम ऑफ द कोविड लॉट ऑफ हैवक्स वर देयर, लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन्स वर देयर, और इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे कंफ्यूजन्स हुए, इवन वेयर द AI was used. So there are the examples or evidences are there where the accidents sometimes it took place. Okay, AI से असिस्टेड है, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, मैसअप हो गया, तो कई बार ऐसे इंडस्ट्रियल एक्सीडेंट्स भी छोटे छोटे सुनने को मिले। सो दैट इज वाई दे थॉट दैट यस, human again is required, and here comes the human, but mind it, here comes the human which are more skilled. Some more skilled human are required, which know. So the world is undergoing rapid industrial transformation. Beyond just upgrading machines or software, we are reshaping how humans and technology coexist in the workplace. कैसे इकट्ठी होती है, अभी मैं एग्जांपल दिखाऊंगा आपको। इंडस्ट्री 5 सिग्नल्स पैराडाइम शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स वैल्यू लाइक वेल बीइंग, एथिक्स एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी। इसमें क्या करा, सस्टेनेबिलिटी भी चाहिए, इसमें जो शिफ्ट हो रहा है, पैराडिग्म शिफ्ट जो हो रहा है वो एथिक्स भी हो रहा है, इसमें एनवायरनमेंट को भी ध्यान रखना है, इसमें मॉरल वैल्यूज भी ध्यान रखनी है, और इसमें ये भी ध्यान रखना है कि आदमी को चाहिए क्या हम वो बनाएं। हम ऐसे झोंक नहीं दें, किसी के भी सर पे डाल दिया उन्होंने, लो 5000 ये पकड़ो पीसेस, तो वो भी इसमें वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस वैसा चाहिए। सो मेन एम्फेसिस इज बेसिकली ऑन द एथिकल AI। सस्टेनेबल प्रेशर्स आर देयर। अभी वर्ल्ड का जो ग्लोबल प्रेशर्स जो हैं, क्यों आ रहा है ये, सस्टेनेबिलिटी प्रेशर है, टेक्नोलॉजी सैचुरेशन हो गया। अब क्या लाओगे, IoT आ गया, क्लाउड आ गया, ये वो आ गया, सब तो आ गया। अभी वो एक और आ रहा है समुद्र के अंदर जो वो डेटा रखने वाला, एनीबॉडी हर्ड अबाउट इट? समुद्र के अंदर भी डेटा रखने की सोच रहे हैं, वो कम पड़ गया आसमान कुछ भी है, मतलब कितना सीखे हम लोग बट या दे आर डूइंग एंड दैट इज इंटरेस्टिंग। आप उसको पढ़िए कभी, बड़ा मजा आता है उसको पढ़ के, व्हाट ए ग्रेट माइंड्स. सो टेक्नोलॉजी सैचुरेशंस आर देयर, वर्कफोर्स इवैल्यूएशन इज देयर, and then resilience need is more, लचीलापन, ठीक है ना, सर्कमस्टेंसेस कैसे हैं तो उसके हिसाब से एक्ट करना है, ये चीज हमने कोविड में फील की. सो दैट इज व्हाई द इंडस्ट्री हैज टू बी रेजिलिएंट. Resilience is very much required. So sustainability, resilience, moral values, social values, environment, all these things are required. So this is a big pressure on the researchers and the technocrats. And then the beyond technology अगर हम बात करते हैं तो फिर culture, social values, ethics and governance. All these things are required. I'll not describe them because it will take little time. So rather, and artificial intelligence को तो हम नहीं छोड़ सकते. Artificial intelligence, its market is going high, and you can imagine up to 2034. So this artificial intelligence has to be captured with or it has to be, some barriers has to be there with the ethical artificial intelligence. And that is how it is coming. The computer engineers and they started working on it, and researchers are working. So human centric designs are required. That's the theme. That's our theme. So human centric designs are required. Sustainable development and resilient production system. These three things are the main three things. So core principle, I will not go much into it because we have already discussed, and now I'll show you the examples. These are the cobots, and cobots for the semiconductor factory.
And sensitive operations. Here are some examples. For etch chamber cleaning, our cobots increase the safety of our employees by taking on the time-consuming task of cleaning the polymer buildup.
And you will see the operator is also here. Somewhere operator, you will find the operator. Everything is being watched. So they don't need to do it.
And finally, for top plate installation.
So this is cobot, not the robot. Robot has changed to the cobot. It has changed to the collaborative robots. Okay, so change to the robot. So industry 5 is not about replacing humans. इसमें क्या कहता है कि machine, earlier they were saying here the machine must be with the full of intelligence, but with the human being, assisted by human being. Okay, so that has to be there. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि हम काम करेंगे आप निकलो, वैसा वाला नहीं है इसमें system. And you can see here again one more example. Now we will discuss the examples only, and we will come to the end. So you can see here cobot working with a human operator. Here also in the workflow you can see working. Here one of the case study where they both work together. Half of the work this guy does, and half of the work is done by the cobot. So industry plus means human plus machine. So the smart and this one sustainable. Now one by one, human role reduced in industry 4. Here central, working with machine. Technology, IoT, AI, cyber physical system. Here cobot, ethical AI, digital twins. Here sustainability, the secondary concern. But here it is a core focused on the sustainable collaboration, machine to machine only. Here human and AI teaming, both. See the interesting things and how much it is changed. Focus, efficiency and productivity only. But here the human well-being, sustainability. The decision making, mostly it is AI driven. But here human plus AI shared control. Customization, mass customization. Here the hyper personalization. Okay, and here resilience, fragile to disruptions and built for adaptability. So this is how the industry 5 is changed from the industry 4. Okay, and while industry 4 taught machines to think, industry 5 teaches them to work with us, not instead of us. Okay, so I'll skip quickly all these challenges. So high investment cost, a skill gap is there. That has to be filled up. That has to be bridged properly. Ethical AI concerns, integration complexity, resilience to change. Okay. So this also challenges and benefits, skill gap, all this is all same. Okay, I would love to show you this particular. I love it. The surgeon controls and collaborate with the robot, enhancing the precision and retaining human judgment.
Of this tech in action. It's like a video game controller, but for surgeons. This system allows doctors to operate through just a few small incisions while getting a 3D view of the surgical site. And it doesn't stop there. These robots can help with everything from prostatectomies to heart surgeries. But here's the kicker. Surgical robots don't replace doctors. They enhance their abilities. Surgeons still need dynamic duo, where the surgeon brings the brains and experience, while the robot provides unmatched precision and stability. As more hospitals adopt this technology, we're likely to see even more innovative uses that could transform.
Okay, I have another one also. I would like you to see. You'll get more idea. And this already started. This is not a new thing. So that's why I say waves are coming. कभी नई चीजें आ जाती कभी ये, but everything is connected with the same thing. Everything is connected to the same objectives. The objectives remain same. The things are coming and adding up. See, they are doing the stitching. Okay.
Console, the Da Vinci surgeon views a remarkably clear 3D image of the surgical field. The system scales, filters, and translates the movements of the surgeon's hands on the master controllers to four interactive robotic arms on the patient cart. The precisely controlled micro-movements of the Da Vinci instruments are enabled by the computer processors of the system. These dedicated processors perform millions of safety checks over the course of a procedure for enhanced surgical precision and control. Da Vinci EndoWrist instruments are designed with a unique.
So this has started. Even in our Bhopal AIMS also doing the surgery with the robotic surgery is being done for the spine. Already started. It has come to India and it is in Madhya Pradesh and all. See the skin, stitching of the skin, and see the hand movements here. Look at it. How interesting it is.
The robotic arms. The Da Vinci S surgical system moves surgery forward with a new level of technical capability that enables minimally invasive surgery and complex procedures as never before.
Okay, so I think you must have got it. We'll move ahead.
Surgical experience.
So this is another one, the cobot assembly. This is another example. See, what is happening already in the industry, I have taken the videos from there only. So it has already started doing it. So likewise, the cobot is also working. Working with a man. पता नहीं दिखाया नहीं इसमें क्या. Maybe. Then fashion and retail mass personalization, this has also came. Automotive smart ethical AI system, now it is starting, and first one is the Honda and Volvo, they are bringing it. Ethical AI is starting and they are still working. आपके जो स्क्रीन पे दिखता था ना, ये स्क्रीन पे नहीं दिखेगा, ये विंड स्क्रीन पे ही आएगा, रोड वगैरह सब. See, this is the wind screen, and it will show here where is the parking and all, everything. Human is driving. This is the wind screen. So this is the ethical artificial intelligence is these Honda and Volvo, they are working on it. So this is a futuristic thing. This will come in future. Within a couple of years you will see. This has come in education and training also. So this is the summary and takeaway. I will skip, बहुत हम लोगों ने बोल दिया. So this is the main final video. That's all. So अभी तक क्या हो रहा है? Ultimate partnership between intelligence, human and smart manufacturing machine. See, you can see. ये थोड़ा सा टुकड़ा अमेज़न का है, छोटा सा टुकड़ा लिया है. Light out manufacturing, fully automated process without any human supervision. Okay, so this is the industry 5 ends here. So requirement and all, everything, advantages, you have done a lot. We have, okay, interested for another 10 minutes? Are you guys interested? या नहीं तो बंद कर सकते हैं, हैं? Continue करें? Okay, thank you. टाइम है ना मैम? ओके ओके. तो अभी तक तो हमने क्या देख लिया कि ये इंडस्ट्री 5 तक हम यहाँ पर पहुँच गए. द वेव्स आर कमिंग एंड वेव्स आर स्टिल कमिंग, बट रिमेंबर द ट्रांजिशन फेज टुवर्ड्स द इंडस्ट्री 6 इज ऑलरेडी बिगन. ये भी शुरू हो रहा है. यहाँ से जो लास्ट वेव आएगी वहाँ से ट्रांजिशन, तो ये भी शुरुआत होने लगा है इसका भी. जैसे एथिकल एआई वगैरह ये सब कर रहे हैं, तो ये लास्ट स्टेज आ रही है जो होंडा वगैरह जो कर रहे हैं. तो दिस इज वी आर रीचिंग, क्योंकि सर्जरी होने लगी ह्यूमन और उसका रोबोट कोबोट से, मशीन सेक्टर में आ गया, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में आ गया, सब कुछ हो गया. तो अभी एथिकल एआई बचा है बस. सो एथिकल एआई ऑलरेडी दे स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन, लाइक पीपल स्टार्टेड, एंड जहाँ एक दो चीज़ में आया तो ये इसका लास्ट वेव होगी वो. एंड द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द 6 इंडस्ट्री 6. इंडस्ट्री 6 कंसेप्ट है अभी, और कंसेप्ट इसमें कुछ इस तरह से ओके. कंसेप्ट ये है कि बीइंग एन अपग्रेड from that of the previous one with some new technology or just an advancement in the current. इसमें ही थोड़ा सा सुधार होगा, इसमें और ज़्यादा नहीं. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि 6 पर जाकर रुक जाएगा. There will be continuously 7 also, 8 also. Young youth will come. The young leaders are future leaders are sitting here, so they will come. Researchers are there, so they will certainly bring out something great. Okay. लुकिंग अहेड, अभी ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक ऐसा सिस्टम चाहिए जहां पर ऑटोनोमस इंटेलिजेंस हो, ह्यूमन वैल्यूज भी हो, ग्लोबल इकोसिस्टम्स भी हो, ये सब डीपली इंटीग्रेटेड हो. मतलब उसको ऐसा होना चाहिए कि इंटेलिजेंस, ऑटोनोमस इंटेलिजेंस होना चाहिए. तो अभी तक जो आदमी कर रहा था, जो ह्यूमन बीइंग कर रहा था, जिसमें इंडस्ट्री 5 में जो है ह्यूमन बीइंग की जरूरत थी, अब वो फिर से हटने का चांस है. अब क्या होगा, अब तक हमारा एथिकल एआई इतना पावरफुल हो जाएगा और उसकी लर्निंग इतनी तगड़ी हो जाएगी कि इट विल स्टार्ट रीडिंग द इमोशंस ऑफ द ह्यूमन ऑल्सो। वो इमोशंस भी पढ़ने लगेगा आपके। ये है 6.0। वो आपके इमोशंस पढ़ेगा और उसके बाद में उसके हिसाब से वो डिसीजन मेकिंग करेगा, उसके हिसाब से डिसीजन मेकिंग करेगा। तो ये चीज आने वाली है और ये चीज आएगी। ये सारा जो अब क्या बचा, सैचुरेशन हो गया टेक्नोलॉजी का, इसका कंप्यूटराइज वाली का तो पूरा सैचुरेशन हो गया। ओके, यहाँ ह्यूमन भी मिल गया। अब इसको ह्यूमन और ये यहाँ तक दोनों साथ साथ काम कर रहे थे। नाउ दे बोथ विल इंटीग्रेट एंड द मशीन विल बी लर्निंग इन सच ए वे दैट इट विल think like human being, it will think like human values, it will think what is the requirement of the global system, it will behave what environment wants. All these things will be together and augmented reality will be there. So the augmented reality with everything will merge. So the autonomous intelligence, human values, global ecosystem, deeply integrated, going beyond productivity and personalization. प्रोडक्टिविटी से बहुत ज़्यादा अंतर नहीं आएगा, प्रोडक्टिविटी पर ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं दिया जाएगा। 6 में ये होगा कि हम जाएंगे या मेरे पास में मान लीजिए फूड प्रिंटर है, किचन में फूड प्रिंटर रखा है। एक बच्चे ने कहा मुझे केक खाना है, दूसरा बच्चा बोलता है पेस्ट्री खाना है। वो प्रोग्राम होगा और उसके बाद में उस बच्चे के लिए ब्रेकफास्ट में पेस्ट्री आएगी, वो प्रिंट कर देगा, इधर ये केक प्रिंट कर देगा। कभी आप मेरी एडिटिव मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की क्लास लीजिए, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग होती है। तो बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजीज बताता हूँ, फूड प्रिंटिंग जैसी चीज़ें भी आ गई। कोई कहेगा कि नहीं मुझे केक से एलर्जी है, केक मतलब मेरे को कैलोरी इतनी नहीं चाहिए। ओके, फ्रूट पल्प है, फ्रूट पल्प का केक बना के दे देगा। कस्टमाइजेशन। So it will be this particular era will be more dedicated towards the customization and the requirement of the people or requirement of the person, and that will be understood by the AI, ethical AI. Ethical AI will take the decision, it will read the emotion. बच्चे का मुंह बन गया, अगर उसको कि मेरे को दूध और ब्रेड दे रहे हो तो मुंह बन गया, तो AI will understand what it needs and it must be having the library what he likes most. और क्या इसके लिए अच्छा कंटेंट्स क्या अच्छे हैं कि जो इसको हेल्दी भी हों। आप देखिए, बहुत गहरी बात बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको एक छोटे से एग्जाम्पल में। वो बहुत छोटा सा घर का एग्जाम्पल लिया मैंने। मतलब बच्चे का मुंह बन गया ब्रेकफास्ट में, नहीं मेरे को क्या ये रोज रोज ये पराठे सेंक देती है, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए। तो वो जो मशीन है वो इट विल अंडरस्टैंड एंड इट विल बी हैविंग द लाइब्रेरी, इसको क्या क्या पसंद है, एंड इट विल हैविंग द कंडीशंस ऑफ द मेटाबॉलिज्म कंडीशंस आल्सो ऑफ द किड्स, कि इसके लिए क्या कितना विटामिन जरूरत है, कितना कार्बोहाइड्रेट चाहिए, कितना कैलोरी चाहिए, एंड उसके हिसाब से वो डिसीजन लेगा और उसके हिसाब से कंटेंट्स जो बनाएगा और उसके हिसाब से ब्रेकफास्ट प्रिपेयर करेगा। सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू रीच एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी आर इमेजिनिंग। पता नहीं हम क्या करेंगे, मम्मियाँ क्या करेंगी हमारी, लेकिन दिस इज व्हाट वी आर इमेजिनिंग। सो इट इज स्टिल कंसेप्चुअल बट की थीम्स आर इमर्जिंग एंड ये बिलीव मी, ये जो एग्जाम्पल दिया है ये मैंने पढ़ते पढ़ते अभी मतलब ये बोलते बोलते अभी मेरे दिमाग में आया। तो अगर मैं ये समझता हूँ, आप लोग भी एक चीज़, अगर रिसर्चर्स हैं तो आप लोग एक चीज़ ज़रूर, मैं हमेशा इस चीज़ को मान के चलता हूँ, अगर कोई चीज़ दिमाग में आती है तो वो हम कर सकते हैं, वो होगी ही होगी। अगर कोई चीज़ दिमाग में आती है, अगर वो चीज़ दिमाग में नहीं आती तो वो यूनिवर्स हमको सोचने की शक्ति ही नहीं देता उतनी। सो दिस इज व्हाट गोइंग टू हैपन इन एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी आर इमेजिनिंग। This is how the intelligence will take over. Intelligence will take over the day-to-day decisions also. विच सॉन्ग यू वांट टू प्ले। आप जब सोते हैं तो आपको कितना ठंडा चाहिए रूम में, ऑल दीज थिंग्स होम एडजस्टमेंट्स वगैरह तो आ ही गए। सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर एंडिंग। की फीचर्स आई विल, इफ यू वांट यू सरसरी तौर पे देख लीजिए, क्योंकि ये ऑल इमेजिनेटिव है, बट या ऑलमोस्ट यही होंगे। सो कॉग्निटिव ऑटोमेशन होगा, प्लेनेट सेंट्रिक डिज़ाइन होगी कि हमारे प्लेनेट को क्या चाहिए और किस तरह से सस्टेनेबिलिटी जिसमें आ जाती है। बायो इंटीग्रेशन होगा, देन ऑटोनोमस इकोसिस्टम होगा, देन क्वांटम एज कंप्यूटिंग, इमोशनल एआई एंड एम्पैथेटिक टेक वगैरह। सो हियर वी फिनिश। ये मैंने कुछ ऐसा बनाया था 1-2 स्लाइड, लेकिन मैं भी इसमें और भी काम करूँगा। तो this is the last and we will end. Future 6.0.
Humanity's journey has been shaped by innovation. Today, we stand on the cusp of another transformative era, Industry 6.0. This is not just about faster machines or more efficient processes. It is about a fundamental shift in how we interact with technology and the world around us. Imagine a world where factories are powered by renewable energy. Picture robots working alongside humans, each enhancing the other's strengths. Envision personalized medicine tailored to your unique genetic code. This is the promise of Industry 6.0, a future where technology serves humanity in unprecedented ways. The sixth wave is not a distant dream. It is already shaping our world. Are you ready to ride this wave of change? What exactly is Industry 6.0? It's the next step in the industrial revolution, building on the interconnectedness of Industry 4.0. Industry 6.0 goes beyond automation and data exchange. It seeks to integrate human ingenuity with technological prowess, creating a harmonious synergy between man and machine. This new era emphasizes sustainability, ethical considerations, and the well-being of humanity. At its core, Industry 6.0 is about harnessing the power of 3 key elements: human intelligence, digital advancements, and biological systems. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of these elements and leveraging them to create a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future.
Okay, so
The first pillar of Industry 6.0 is the collaboration between humans and artificial intelligence, or AI. This is not about robots replacing humans, but about creating a partnership where each complements the other. AI can handle repetitive tasks, analyze vast data sets, and even learn from experience. Humans, on the other hand, possess critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence, qualities that are difficult to replicate.
ठीक है, ये आप लोग देख लीजिएगा।
Imagine a surgeon.
मैं एक मिनट लेना चाह रहा था आपका, 1 मिनट और बस। एम आई परमिटेड? जस्ट 1 मिनट। मुझे सेरेडोन बहुत फ़ायदा करती है, सर दर्द में एकदम ठीक हो जाता है मेरा। और आपको डोला लगती है, डोले या डोला, सेरेडोन से आपको एलर्जी है। दवाई या एनासिन मेरे को तो सही लगती है, लेकिन अगर एनासिन का लेता हूँ तो, और वो आपको बढ़िया काम करती है। तो मास प्रोडक्शन से अभी तक हम क्या कर रहे हैं, दनादन एनासिन बना रहे हैं या सेरेडोन बना। एक एग्जांपल दिया मैंने। किसी ने ये देखा मेटाबॉलिज्म कितना डिफरेंट है हम लोगों का। हम लोगों का मेटाबॉलिज्म आपस में, किसी को सर्दी ज़्यादा लगती है, किसी को गर्मी ज़्यादा लगती है। उसके हिसाब से मेडिसिन्स भी डिफरेंट होती हैं और डिफरेंटली दे एक्ट इनसाइड द बॉडी। दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इन Industry 6, where the personalized medicines will also come up. जैसा मैंने बोला कि मेडिकल में मेरे को ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट है, तो ये पर्सनलाइज्ड मेडिसिन्स आएंगी। ये मेडिसिन्स एक तरह की चालू हो गई, इंडस्ट्री 5 में ऑलरेडी चालू हो गई कि अगर जहाँ पर जिस जगह पर मान लीजिए किडनी में अगर कुछ सिस्ट है, तो मेडिसिन इस तरह की चालू हो गई नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से कि वो जाएगी और उसी एरिया पे ही इफेक्ट करेगी। ये नहीं कि आपको कुछ दे दिया तो आपके पूरी बॉडी के वो सब डिस्टर्ब हो गया, मेटाबॉलिज्म। तो ये सब आने वाला है इसमें इंडस्ट्री 6 में। एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच, आई लव्ड बीइंग विद यू गाइस, मज़ा आया मुझे। Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your thought-provoking and insightful session on introduction to Industry 5.0, the evolution from Industry 4.0. Now I'm really regret about thing. If I was guided by the after my 10 plus 2, then I will definitely go for this. It's really interesting than my literature and humanities. Really,
Yeah, of
sir.
course.
So, your words truly laid a strong foundation for the faculty development program. Now, before we transition to the next part of the schedule, we will open for the floor of a brief question and answer segment. You can question and get answer by the sir.
Yeah. Anything? वैसे तो हम बहुत डिटेल में गए. हाँ, प्लीज प्लीज.
Say, suppose we have to design, suppose if we have to design a classroom and factory based on Industry 5.0, so what should be the first step or what changes should be primary?
Okay, if you want to go for the laboratory, I will say, rather than the classroom. Okay, suppose if you want to go, so there are the virtual labs you have to go first. And there are the computers and AI systems have already emerged in this particular revolution, where the teaching also can be done. Teaching is already started. 6th, 7th के 8th के बच्चों को AI पढ़ा रहा है. So in that way you can move ahead, and then slowly but surely you have to go for the augmented reality, because that is the best way where the virtual lab can be generated. Like मैंने अपने वर्कशॉप के लिए एक हम लोगों ने सिमुलेटर खरीदा है वर्चुअल रियलिटी का. वेल्डिंग की हमने सारा का सारा जो खर्चा होता था वो पूरा बचा लिया. वेल्डिंग में वो कभी ट्रांसफार्मर उड़ गया, कभी वो रॉड लेके आ रहे हैं, कभी मैकेनिक रखा, एक टेक्नीशियन रखा, उसको सिखा दिया उसको, और वो अपने आप बच्चे आते हैं. इट गिव्स द सेम इम्पैक्ट एंड same effect. Even the voice is also same. So similarly we can do some augmented reality तक जा सकते हैं, लेकिन you have to start from the designing has to be started from the virtual reality, and there are the softwares available these days. Plenty softwares available. The kind of a hydraulic for hydraulic also, pneumatic also, anything.
What effect it will do on professors?
Pardon?
मतलब इफेक्ट क्या आएगा प्रोफेसर्स पे, बिकॉज सब अगर हम ICT बेस्ड पढ़ाएंगे तो जो एक ट्रेडिशनल लर्निंग है उस पर
इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा. इवन PPT से और ब्लैक बोर्ड से, मुझे ब्लैक बोर्ड में पढ़ाने में आज भी मजा आता है. ओके, तो वो तो अंतर आएगा. लेकिन इन केस इफ यू डू नॉट हैव द फैकल्टी, in case you have the scarcity of the staff special staff is not available, you can very well develop a classroom and you can put a robot. आप लोगों ने देखा होगा आजकल तो न्यूज़ में भी एक रोबोट आके न्यूज़ पढ़ती है, देखा है ना. तो जब ये तो चालू हो गया है. This is very, but yes, it's a good idea. If the staff is not available, suppose technicians are not available, और आपको हाइड्रोलिक की लैब चलानी है, टेक्नीशियंस नहीं है, आप वर्चुअल रियलिटी पे चलाइए, बच्चे सीख जाएंगे उतने में.
कोरोना टाइम में हुआ था, कोरोना टाइम में चलाया था.
हैं?
चला भी था.
या थैंक यू. हाँ, वर्चुअल रियलिटी पे चल रही है. इवन वी शुड मूव टुवर्ड्स द ऑगमेंटेड, लेकिन ऑगमेंटेड बहुत कॉस्टली पड़ती है. अभी ऑगमेंटेड के बाद में एक और रियलिटी आ गई है, मिक्स्ड रियलिटी. एक ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी थी, एक वर्चुअल रियलिटी थी, अब मिक्स्ड रियलिटी भी आ गई जिसमें दोनों मिक्स हैं. Sure, please.
When we interacted together in Indore, you discussed about Industry 4.0. At that time, you said that after 1 and 2 years, we will see the Industry 5.0.
Yeah.
Now we are discussing about Industry 6.0. My question is, if we talk about Industry 5.0, it is not directly related with our FDP. It is focused on the smart manufacturing. But Industry 5.0 focusing on the child labor also, focusing on the low-paid workers also, focusing on equality also.
Yeah.
Maybe fulfill that segment, especially when we talk about this world, when we always talk about the commercialization, when we always talking about the profit, when we always talking about the productivity. How can it be feasible in this world? पूरी दुनिया में सबको पैसे से मतलब है। तो जब इंडस्ट्री 5.0 का बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट जो है, जो कहीं ना कहीं बातचीत चाइल्ड लेबर अवॉइड करने की बात कर रहा है, मैन एंड वुमेन की इक्वलिटी की बातचीत कर रहा है, थर्ड जो मेजर कंसर्न लो पेड वर्कर्स की बातचीत की जा रही है। Now still we are seeing the contract labors and all this segment. How can we implement it effectively? How can we see that change?
It, in my views, it will take little time because we are still struggling with the skilled people. We are still struggling. In fact, we are in a struggling phase.
Hold on, like a skill base. If we talk about the education system, because I'm from the academia, you are handling both the segment, academia, industry, both. Skill, if we are talking about the teachers, they have fixed mindset. They have been taught by the teachers that you have to teach the database management system, data structure on C and C++. They are aware with this fact. So if we talk about the company's requirement is totally different. They need a person, they are adaptable, they can accept each and everything, they should not tell anything, they should not revolt anything. Whatever the top will say, the bottom will accept it. So, which type of skill set is required? It is also a big question mark.
You have already visited some foreign universities, and I think you are asking for them this question because you know how it should be, and this is not the right platform. I think probably I will talk on this in your board of governors meeting in couple of days. I'll talk about this. But yes. I would say that the syllabus has to be revised according to the demand of the industry. Number one, which is the basic need. आप a square plus b square पढ़ाते हैं, आप पाइथागोरस थ्योरम पढ़ाते हैं, पता नहीं कितनी काम आती है. Now the things have changed. For all these things, you have got the chat GPT, you have got the calculators, you have got the computers. You don't need to solve, but we are still too back, or like we are still running behind. So syllabus and plus industry में हर फैकल्टी को कोई इंडस्ट्री का एक ना एक प्रोजेक्ट उसके पास में रियल लाइफ प्रोजेक्ट होना चाहिए जरूर, जिस पर के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग हो स्टूडेंट. इट शुड बी लाइक मोर प्रॉब्लम ओरिएंटेड टीचिंग शुड बी देयर. लाइक अपन लोगों ने देखा है फॉरेन में जिस तरह से होती है, मोर हर टीचर के पास में कम से कम 2 या 3 प्रोजेक्ट होते हैं. कोई होंडा का प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा है, कोई रोल्स रॉयस का प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा है, कोई वो इसका बोइंग का प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा है, और उनकी प्रॉब्लम जो है वो आप एप्लीकेशन शुड बी देयर. व्हाट वी आर टीचिंग, we are just giving them the information, we are giving them the basic things only, but whereas we must emphasize on the application of the engineering, the application of the science. हम अभी तक वही हैं, थर्मोडायनामिक्स फर्स्ट लॉ, सेकंड लॉ, थर्ड लॉ, ये लॉ वो लॉ, और बाद में फिर डिग्री लाओ. Thank you. Yes sir.
I just want to
Yes sir. Pardon?
What person sir is told now, it is totally correct. I am from the supreme industry. Basically, we are the number one in the classroom industry. Now we are facing a lot of issue about the skilled worker, like engineer and all the things. There is a 2 definitions there: skilled worker and quality worker.
Yeah.
Skilled worker is every person have know all the things. Quality person is not there in the market for the industry.
Exactly.
For the adding of this, my company is adding the new syllabus in the Mumbai industry, in the Mumbai University, for regarding the plastic. What is the polymerization and what is the things are there. They are adding the one course in this, and they are sponsor of the this. Like in the plastic industry, there is a multiple technologies there.
You are from CPET.
This is a CPET base, but we are required a more thing above the CPET for the plastic polymerization and all.
You are working on composite materials also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also. So we required some new technology, for example, injection molding, extrusion, roto molding, and new technologies also there in the market. But the cost of this technology is very high. Some of the institution is very occupied with the cost of this technology, because if we purchase a one machine for 2 crore for the quality manpower, because manpower is also
Yes,
there,
that's-
but skilled and quality manpower is both have a very big difference is there after the COVID.
Correct. You're right. So the skill manpower, skill word I was using, but it is for the quality only.
Right.
It is the quality, but of easiness I was continuing in a flow. I was using the skill, but it is a quality manpower only. And regarding yes, we have got the financial foundations also. Like my institution, last week we have ordered a machine, metal printing machine, which is costing around 3.7 crore.
Yeah.
So metal printing machine for making the implants. So but that money is being funded. Money is the problem. So you have to, in that case, you have to collaborate with the universities like a nearby IITs, nearby NITs, those who are having ample of money, and you have to take the project. You develop the problem, take the project, go to the professors there, and they will be happy to take your projects, and you start working with them. So there's an easy way where you can do it and get the expertise, and that's what we are doing. We are having the hub, and whatever the small institutions are there, if they get some idea, if the idea is brilliant idea is there, we invite them, work with us. We have the facility. So this is how.
And also I just want to add one more thing. When the industrial visit is going on, I am also complete my bachelor degree from the Bhopal University. I am basically from the Bhopal.
Which university?
RGPV.
RGPV.
So
Which college?
So SysTech.
Systec. Systec is good.
So when the industrial visit is going on, student going, because I am also the part of those sittings there, and I am also complete my education from this. So during the industrial visit, students are going in the any company, they are focusing on what machine is there. So उनका आधा time तो उसी में निकल जाता है. But what is the main objective is there. They are not completed during the one day industrial visit and another what the time frame is given by the company. The sir is saying is a very correctly, if any project is going with any company, it is very helpful to each and every student for the complete the master, and it is very practical for the industry.
Okay, we will end it with a lighter note. Actually ऐसा नहीं होता है जैसा आप बता रहे हैं, मतलब ऐसा भी होता होगा आप लोगों के साथ में. बैठ जाइए, एक लाइटर नोट पे ख़त्म करता हूँ बात को. हमारे यहाँ तो क्या करते हैं ना, बच्चों को जब इंडस्ट्री वाले पे भेजते हैं, हमने भेजता BHEL भेजते हैं, तो वहाँ क्या होता है कि 15 पैसे का समोसा मिलता है ना, तो उनको लगता है कि 8-10 समोसे तो खाने ही हैं. वो सस्ता मिलता है, केक 5 पैसे का, एक पेस्ट्री मिलती है, खींच देंगे वो, रात में खाना नहीं खाना है चाहे भले. तो पढ़ाई कम करते हैं बच्चे ये सब, लेकिन ये क्या अट्रैक्शन है, इंडस्ट्री का अट्रैक्शन है, एंड दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, and that has to be there, that exposure has to be there. Lekin the way he is saying, he is very right, the duration must be extended. The more industrial exposure must be given rather than the more real-time problems should be brought to the institute and solved by the professors along with the students, rather than the classroom teaching and blackboard teaching. I think that's the final takeaway. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your
Thank you.
valuable insights. Have a huge round of applause for sir, please.
Okay.
I now request respected Vice Chancellor sir to present a token of gratitude and a kit and memento to our guest.
अभी तो दिया था सर. थैंक यू. अच्छा इसमें मेरी फोटो भी है.
Yes.
वाह,
हम लोग लिखेंगे।
ग्रेट आइडिया, ग्रेट आइडिया। कैन आई
सर से एक चीज और पूछनी चाहिए, 65 years की एज में हाउ टू मेंटेन व्हाट इज द क्लू ऑन इट? If you talk about the prospect of the industry 5.0 industry 6.0,
आई डोंट नो,
a smart maintaining the body.
आई थिंक मैं भी वो, मेरे में भी चल रही है वेव्स इंडस्ट्री 5 6।
बहुत बढ़िया है, really you deliver each and every very effective way from industry 1.0 to 5.0. सर के साथ एक स्टोरी शेयर करना चाहूँगा। Sir, when I was first